All right. Got Wyatt dropped off. Your brother Wyatt.
Yeah, and
Now we're out of here.
yeah, and well, when they're building something, like is it behind Culver's?
That would be behind, yeah. And
Yeah.
we're totally unsure as to what it is. Whether it's like, I think it's hotels. It could be a Costco.
Well, what do you? Anyway, it could be. Anyways, they're like these huge. I mean, look at that thing. I mean, you're saying it has. You told me that it has 4, big track wheels.
Yeah.
Which is correct. But
It's
inside,
like a tank.
yeah, inside of the big track things are 10 wheels on each side. So technically, it has 20 wheels and 4 track things.
That's a lot of wheels.
That is a lot.
So, I mean, if you had the option, which you will in the not so distant future, you're 10 years old now. 10 years from now, you're going to be saying, I need to get a job. Actually, before that. But let's just say 10 years from now, you need a job, and one of those jobs available to you will be driving. You could potentially drive. I mean, would you rather drive like the one with the big giant wheels? Like,
that seems pretty fun.
or the one with the like tank tracks on it? I mean, honestly, I don't know why you would want one or the other over the other.
Well, there's a bunch of different ones. Not just those two. There's the one that like plow things. There's the one that
for
pick
sure.
up huge things.
Yeah, there's a lot of decisions.
Yeah, and then there are the wrecking ball ones.
Yeah, there's the bulldozer, there's the scoop, the backhoe. Then there,
And the
wrecking ball.
ones with like the back scoopy thing. Also, don't they usually also have like a plow on the front of it?
They can,
right?
yeah. A lot of them do.
I thought they did.
Yeah. A lot of them do.
I mean, I don't know.
Or just your standard giant crane. Like, what about just like a crane
Like,
and a giant construction
I
site?
mean, they're all huge. So, like, it's a very hard decision because, like, I feel like it'd be very fun to have one of the huge ones with massive wheels and also ones that are also huge with, like, the big track ones.
Yeah.
I mean, those,
Here's my thought.
right?
I'm thinking you have the backhoe where the scoop's in the back. I'm thinking the front loader, maybe, I forget what they're all called. It's got the scoop in the front, so you're getting to see all the action, right? Then it's got tracks like a tank. Seems like that combination is the coolest combination.
So you're saying with one of the scoops,
Yeah. You're getting to see the action.
and then huge
You're
tracks.
constantly in motion with it.
And then huge tracks.
Yeah, and
along with that.
then like tracks instead of wheels.
And then what about the back? There has to be something on the back. Like a wrecking ball? What if we put a wrecking ball on the back?
Yes, a wrecking ball.
I feel like it has to be something that either smashes things or picks up things.
That would be epic.
Because if it's something that you have to be like careful with and then it's in the back, then
Oh, you know what else would be fun?
what?
The giant magnet that like picks up cars and drops them in the crusher. That'd be pretty sweet.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
Then you got the giant magnet. You're swinging stuff around.
Yeah, and
you also get to see stuff crushed. That's
yeah,
pretty cool.
but what if you man the crusher? I mean, that's not really like what we're talking.
Yeah, that's just like press a button.
Yeah.
But it'd be interesting to do.
Yeah, it'd be cool to look at the crusher.
Yeah, right. You're just like, holy cow! I can't believe I crushed another one. Pretty cool job. I would do this for free. Well, at least you think that now. I'm sure it gets old after a while.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is that like dump trucks, they're not that cool. Like they're huge and I mean some of them are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Some of them are like really huge, massive. Some of them are just really big. But then you just have your standard just dump truck. They're not that cool. You just put stuff in the back, then you I don't even know what to do with the that.
Well, Well, they could dump it somewhere else.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And once you got there, when you dump it backwards, you don't necessarily get to see the action.
yeah, because it's the actual dump thing is blocking your view.
Yeah.
So I mean, like that doesn't seem that cool, but I feel like what would be really cool is I just want. It doesn't necessarily have to do anything. I just want, like, basically the one we saw back there when it was huge and then it had the big 4 tracks.
Yeah.
Like, that one seems really cool. I think I'm going to go with that one.
And honestly, that one was pulling something huge behind it. I couldn't really tell what the purpose of that thing was at all. But
So,
it looked like it was pretty neat, though.
yeah, I'm going to go with that one. Well, what do you think?
No, I'm with you on that.
Oh, that one as well.
But like I said, I like the digger thing just because you're right there in the action.
Yeah, you got a huge digger.
Yeah.
And also, what might be really cool, what would be really cool, is if you're being the wrecking ball guy. Or just like anything that crushes stuff, which is a lot of the construction thing.
Oh, yeah. So, consider this, though. I can tell you, I worked in construction one time. For several years, actually, doing electrical work. And, like if we would do, like I remember doing it was a children's hospital. And it was like 7 or 8 stories. And we were adding on a couple stories onto it. So we would sit there and have to wait on this crane guy. And he would lift up, these massive, bundles of big pipe and all this stuff. And I was so jealous of that guy because that guy was just totally chilling in there. He's got air conditioning. I'm talking about the crane guy. He's just like hanging out. You can see him. He's got his phone out. He's got a beverage. He's like air conditioned area. He lifts things up for a while and then he's just hanging out in there. And anyway, then finally the end of the day would come and they get paid pretty well. So I think it's a good job. Pretty decent job.
A crane guy?
Yeah, crane guy.
Well, what about also a wrecking ball guy? I mean, they're kind of.
Oh, yeah, it's very similar.
They're basically the opposite, but like the actual thing is the same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's this big, huge pole that holds a massive thing at the top.
Yeah. I'm assuming you could get trained in,
Multiple
both.
things.
Yeah, right. Like you wouldn't. I'm sure there's a lot of like. You have to be trained in it, right? And get
what if you're
get
just
certified.
What if you're just one of the crane guys, but you use the crane as a wrecking ball by grabbing a huge ball with the crane, and then you use that as the wrecking ball. So you don't have to get out and get in the wrecking ball. You just stay in the crane, and it can be either one.
Yeah, that seems epic.
Yeah, just picking up a huge metal ball.
Or what about this? Just working in demolition.
Like exploding things?
Yeah, well, I mean that includes the wrecking ball.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You're wrecking ball guy. You're put. You have to rig up explosives in such a way that the building or whatever it is, falls exactly how you want. Sometimes you want the building, it has to fall that way.
And sometimes, like I'm pretty sure I've seen I think I've seen this before where they were like smashing a house and they were actually using the Scoopy thing to like to like hit it. I'm pretty sure I've seen that before.
Yeah, I think if it's not like a huge building, you could just use like whatever, like a regular, like a single-story house, right? You could just get a bulldozer and just take it out. Which would be
what kind of noise was that? That's not the noise of a
I think that's standard noise.
No. But I'm also thinking, like, very close to our house, there's, that's a cool car right there.
Yeah, it is.
But very close to our house, there's that huge crane.
Yeah.
They haven't used that once.
We have not seen it in use.
No,
that's for sure.
we have not used it. And we go that way every time. That's the way that we always go. And so I feel like if they ever actually used it, we would see it. And I
Maybe we could ask them.
Ask them, ask who?
Like a request. Like,
How do we
hey
know?
man, can you maybe just pick that up over there and move it over there just so we can see this thing in action?
How do we know who to ask, though?
I think we just have to pull in there. And,
Just look?
yeah, and they'd probably look at us like we were insane. Like, who are you? Why are you asking us? Those are great. Please
Yeah.
get out of here.
Yeah, but it's so ridiculous.
But
Dad.
you're cute enough, we might could pull it off.
Well, maybe.
Let us, well, we're not trying to use it, we just want to see it in use. Hey, you know what? You could wear your Cub Scout thing. We could, you know, he could feel like he's doing a service to the community, helping Cub Scout.
I don't think that's what it's used for, Dad.
You're not comfortable using your Cub Scout uniform to
Okay,
manipulate the
first
community?
of all,
All right, I respect that and I appreciate where you're
it's a
coming
Boy Scout uniform, so.
from. I thought you were Cub Scout now. I mean Boy Scout. You're right. You were a Cub Scout, now you're Boy Scout.
Dad,
Sorry, I dropped.
I don't go from Boy Scout to Cub Scout, okay?
I screwed that up. Sorry.
Yes, I know you did. I mean,
You got the Arrow of Light, the highest honor a Boy Scout can have.
a Cub Scout.
Cub Scout can have. Ah,
You are not good at this.
all right. Well, anyway, now we know what you're going to do for a living. Glad we solved this issue.